everyone, welcome to Deanna Budgets. Happy Sunday! It is a beautiful day. We had snow, it's feeling cozy, and we're here for a cash stuffing. So welcome to my video. I'm Deanna. I do weekly cash stuffing videos. I'm a hybrid budgeter, which means that I leave my bills in the bank and I also transfer money every month from what is saved toward long-term expense, or long-term savings rather, to my high yield account where it can grow interest. But I do cash stuff my weekly spending as well as my sinking funds. And I reconcile because I use the credit card a lot to get points. I don't have any consumer debt, thankfully, so we like to keep it that way, and we reimburse whatever is spent on a weekly basis from the cash envelopes. So now that you know a little bit about this channel, what we're going to do today is cash stuff paycheck number 2 for the month of December. So let's go ahead and get the cash out. Today we have $1,428 that we are working with. So let's give it up a count to make sure we are all squared away. 1, 2, 3, 400, 51, 52, 53, 50, 350, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 440, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 150, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 38. Okay. So we got 1,428, and that is correct. So let's go ahead and get to the cash stuffing. First of all, we are going to unstuff our envelope to see what we have left over from our weekly spending. So in groceries, we have $20. Yay. In gas, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 10, 15, 115. I will let this keep rolling over, but I'll take out the 5. For food, we have 10, and I'm going to roll it over towards next week because I know we ended up spending more on this weekend. So my cash stuffings start my pay week on a Friday. So I cut it off on a Thursday, and it starts over on Friday. So I've already done some spending from this cash stuffing. As I said, I use my credit card, so there's kind of a lag. By the time I get to my cash stuffing, I've already spent some stuff which I need to reimburse. So personal is nothing, and then for miscellaneous, we have a total of $6, so we'll take that out. And my daughter has her 30, good for her. So this gets put directly into her little cash envelope. Okay, so in total, we had this week, $31, 25, 31. So I am going to make a note of that in this binder, which was where I was housing my rollover funds for the year. And so far, I had a lot more challenges in here, but I completed them, and I don't want to start any new ones for this year. So now we're just kind of using it as a log. So we're saying $31, which means, you guys, that we did it. We are up to $2,030 of rollover cash for the year. Yay! That I was wondering if we'd make it to $2,000, and we did. So that's pretty awesome. So this money I'm going to put towards savings challenges coming up this week for long-term savings, which include, I'm using the winter Build a Bank series as well as the autumn box this month to save for long-term savings. Okay, now let us cash stuff the wallet. So for groceries, we are adding our $180 like we do. This amount seems to work for me. 150, 70, 80. Yep. Most weeks I have a little rollover. Some weeks I go over, but overall it's been pretty good with that amount. We're adding 100 into gas, and I'm doing it as 150, 2 20s and a 10. So now for gas, we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 210. Awesome. We're going to be doing some driving next weekend, so I'm sure this is going to get knocked down quite a bit. For dining out, we are adding $60. So that's 50, 60. So now we have $70 in here. Personal, hubby is going to get his 20, and I am going to get, his 40. And I'm going to get my 40, and I like to take mine in smaller bills. So that's 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40. Awesome. And I do have a separate little binder that I use. Actually, here's my binder, you guys. And I use it to save my personal spending. And I have different challenges in here that I use to motivate me to save for little things I want to buy myself that are not budgeted. Miscellaneous is getting 20, and our daughter is getting her $30. Okay, so the wallet is stuffed and ready to be unstuffed, basically. Awesome. Now we move on to our bills, and we are going to be adding today $35 into the phone bill account. And I did need to add a new tracker this week. I do have them off to the side here. So let's go ahead. I love using my trackers because they keep me organized. So we should have $300 in here. And today I'm putting the 10th because that's actually it's supposed to be the 12th. Yeah, the payday was on the 12th. And we are adding 35. So that should bring us to 335. Let's double check that. So 35. I cash stuffed my phone because this is actually paid in cash. I'm on my mom's plan, so I give her cash at the beginning of the quarter it covers the 3-month period. 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 310, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Awesome. So 335 is in here, which is correct. And I will add my tracker. And the next one we're doing is car insurance. So let us add to car insurance $30 today. Yes. Which should bring us up to $461. So 20, 30. Okay. And we do have $400 in the bank. And in cash, we have 20, 40, 50, 61. So 461 in total. Correct. I put this in the bank every month to gain interest because it's not paid. It's paid every 6 months, basically. So that's it for the bills that we're stuffing this week. And next we move on to our savings. So for savings, I do view this as a fixed expense, even though it is savings, because I want to make sure that we at least add this amount every week to our savings. So for our daughter's savings, we are adding $50. Should bring her up to $3,900 for the year, which is great for her. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5,900. This whole binder. Normally the cash in here goes to long-term savings, so it goes to my high yield account at the end of every month when we unstuff. For our savings, we are adding $50 as well, which should bring us up to $2,750 saved for the year. Here we go. And this savings isn't allocated for anything. It's just, you gotta save. 1, 2, 2, 5, 2, 6, 50, 750, 2750. Great. Okay. And we are going to be adding to our month ahead $20. So 12 deposit of 20. So it brings us up to 5120. And we have 5,080 that is in the bank. And we now have $40 in cash. The other thing I'm going to do is I am adding the interest. So our high yield account posts interest every month, and I've been rolling interest into my month ahead fund. So we have $116 of interest that is already in the account, and it's going to be allocated to the month ahead fund. So when we add that to what we have already, we now have 5236. Awesome. And I'll put that in prop bills to signify that it's already in the bank, and I will update my tracker at the end of the month. So that's all squared away. Perfect. And I think that's it for now. We are going to be adding into, let's see, which one next? Our sinking fund. So I'm doing a direct deposit into the family fund binder. This is my sinking funds binder. And actually, I have a bunch of sinking funds and stuff. I just realized that. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Reverse. Let's do the vacation stuffing first. We're adding $100 to vacation. So 20, 40, 60. Whoops. 70, 80, 85, 90. And then let's do 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So this is 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is $100. Every week, I try to put $100 into my vacation savings, and I'm using a challenge from Rock's Budgets. So this is a challenge collection binder. When it is completed, I unstuff and put it into my green savings binder that houses the main vacation fund envelope. And of course, that gets transferred to my high yield account at the end of the month. So now we're going into our sinking funds. So what I've been doing for the month of December is basically doing a direct deposit into the sinking funds. And we have here the breakdown for week 2 of December. These are the high priority funds that I'm working on for this month. I have set a goal. It is just a target. It's not necessarily written in stone, but it's just, you know, what I would like to add. So already I'm diverting because we mid-month kind of came up with a little getaway trip, and in order to do that, I want to try to get the funds from the budget instead of pulling it from the vacation account, and so that's what I did this week. So for date night or family fun, that's where the majority of the money is going. We have $470 that we are putting toward, let me show you. We have $470 that we're putting towards sinking funds this week. And so the first envelope that's going to get some cash is the date night fund, and that's getting $370. So yes, that is a lot, but it's, as I said, we're doing a little weekend trip with some friends to visit some friends in the neighboring state. So it's going to be a lot of driving, a lot of eating out. We're also going to be going sledding or snow tubing at a ski resort on the way there and overnighting on the way there. So that's it isn't super expensive, actually. We got a really good deal, but you know, it's gonna cost money, and I did not want to take it from the vacation fund. So as I said, we're trying to take it from the budget, and it just so happens that this is a week where we would have gotten our like extra money from my husband's flexible spending account for transportation for his work. And I would have normally put this to long-term savings, but you know, what's the difference if I'm going to be taking it right back out to spend it to go on a trip? So that's why we're doing it this way. Long explanation, but that's what it means. So we're adding $370. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, right? And that should bring us up to $526 in this envelope. And that should be good enough, I think, for what we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 410, 30, 50, 60, 75, 85, 95, 505, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 526. Awesome. Alrighty. Okay, and now we're going to put $20 into gifts. And my tracker is out for that too. Yes, I have used up some trackers. Okay. I need to buy some more. All right, so we have 94 in the fund. We are adding today $12, $20. I actually don't mind doing my sinking funds this way. I think it's nice to always have money in here. Okay, so $20 going into gifts, and let's check how much is in here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. So that's a good amount. Since we're going to visit our friends, we can take a little gift with us. Or if we want to buy them something when we're there, I can take cash from there. And then for clothing, we are adding $80. And yes, this fund needs money because in preparation for all our winter activities, we had to buy a bunch of like winter gear, which is more like, you know, waterproof and such for like being in the snow. So I need to find some money to cover those expenses, and therefore we are putting extra into the clothing fund. So 50, 70, 80, which shouldn't bring us up to 202. And believe me, this is already spent. Winter gear is expensive, but it is an investment because we'll have it for years to come. 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 7, what? Hold on. Oh yeah, 70, 80, 90, 201, 202. I don't know why. I was like, why am I over 100? Okay, you guys, I'm losing it. All right, so that's it for the sinking funds this week. So based on my little tracker here, you guys, you can already see I overstuffed this fund for date night, but I'm trying to keep on target for the other funds. So we'll see how it goes. I don't think I'll be able to do all of them, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right. So now we move on to, let's see, am I missing something? I should have savings challenge money here of $203. Okay, so maybe it's correct. Let's double check. Because this is now all going to long-term savings. So we're still putting a little bit more to long-term. Should be 203. 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 201, 2, 3. Great. So this will go to my savings challenges coming up this week. Wrong binder, guys. That's sinking funds. We want savings challenges. Here's my savings challenge binder. I'll tuck the cash in the front here. And you'll see that being unstuffed for the challenges as we go this week. Okay, you guys, that was it. Our cash stuffing is complete for the second week of December. I look forward to seeing what we can do for the next 2 weeks. In fact, we have a magic month this month, so we will have a 5th paycheck, so that'll be fun. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope your December is going good. All right, take care. Bye.